A warm welcome to the newsroom. I am Fidelia Aguncha. At least 5 people have been killed in multiple explosions that rocked the custom area, a densely populated part of a town in Maiduguri, Borno State capital. The State Commissioner of Police, Mohammed Ndatsu, confirmed the Thursday attack and said a casualty figure, blaming the Boko Haram incident for insurgent for the disaster. While the explosives were not person-borne, the first reportedly landed at a shop in the commercial area, killing a furniture maker and his son. Another explosive was also reported to have landed in a house at Gwange area, while a child and a goat were killed. 2 other people were struck in a blast at a third location, bringing the number of those killed to 5. Although it was not clear what explosive was used for the attack, the police commissioner said only a bomb specialist could explain that. Thursday's attack comes a day after the convoy of Borno State Governor Babagana Zulum was attacked in Baga by suspected Boko Haram insurgents. The suspended acting chairman of the Economic and Financial Crimes Commission, Ibrahim Magu, has given a detailed response and defense on the petitions and allegations leveled against him. In his defense document released on Thursday, Magu denied all the claims as untrue and a calculated attempt to tarnish his name. He insists that not a dime of the recovered funds was fraudulently converted for his personal use and challenged his accusers to produce evidence of such fraudulent conversion. The suspended EFCC boss also disagreed on the argument of the powers of his office as chairman of the anti-graft agency to initiate criminal prosecution. He lamented that since his appearance and subsequent detention on July 6, he has repeatedly sought details of allegations and petitions against him personally and through his lawyer, but both requests had not been obliged. The Accident Investigation Bureau, AIB, has launched a probe into a collision involving 2 planes at the Murtala Mohammed International Airport in Lagos. General Manager of Public Affairs at the Bureau, Tunji Oketumbi, confirmed this in a draft statement on Thursday. He explained that the accident, which occurred on Wednesday, involved 2 planes operated by the Middle East and Turkish Airlines. The Turkish cargo plane was said to have been parked at the international apron while the Middle East Airbus was taxiing before it ran into it. According to Oketumbi, the plane on motion cut through the tail cone of the other aircraft and damaged part of its right horizontal stabilizer. He adds that all passengers on the Middle East plane thereafter disembarked from the aircraft without any injury or fatality. Olumide Akpata has been declared winner of the Nigeria Bar Association presidential election. The chairman of the electoral committee of the NBA, Tao SAN, who made a declaration on Friday morning, says Akpata scored the highest number of votes cast and satisfied the provisions of the NBA Constitution. The election, which were conducted by electronic voting, began at 11 p.m. on Wednesday night and ended by 11 p.m. on Thursday. Akpata scored 9,891 votes out of a total of 18,256 voters who took part in the election, and that represents 54.3% of the vote. He defeated Babatunde Ajibade SAN, who scored 4,328 votes, and Dele Adeshina SAN, who scored 3,982 votes. We'll take a break here to bring you more stories. Stay with us.
Corruption not in my country.
Cut. All right. What's your name again? Kemi?
Yes, sir.
Good. Are you ready for us for next week?
Yes, sir.
Next.
No, sir. No.
What? Look, what we need here is one who can speak fluent English.
Give her a chance.
I need a angel to hold me. Hold me, my beautiful angel.
Cut! It is Angel, not Angel. Please, I'm done with you. Excuse us. Kemi was far better.
It's not about our rendition. It's not about our performance here. By the time she and her friends join us in our hotel rooms, you will know how far.
Can I have her phone?
She has a robust profile.
Real robust profile. I do not undercut professional ethics. It is an act of corruption. not in my country.
Corruption not in my country.
Stop corruption now.
Welcome, dear. Have you washed your hands?
Inside my house again. This thing not the key black man.
I don't know if it's misinformation or poor hygiene that will kill you first. Coronavirus is real, and good hygiene practice will save your life. Oh. Anyway, no hand washing, no eating.
I will not take care of it. Coronavirus is real and it's on the rise. But you can help yourself and help others to be safe. Remember, we can stop the spread. It's in your hands.
This message is from the Akinfade Foundation in partnership with the National Orientation Agency with support from MacArthur Foundation.
Welcome back. Nigeria's COVID-19 cases have continued to rise as the Federal Capital Territory, Abuja, on Thursday confirmed 96 fresh cases to top the country's daily infections from the virus. Lagos State, which is the country's epicenter, trails the FCT with 89 new COVID-19 infections out of the 481 cases reported by the Nigeria Center for Disease Control and CDC. The new data from the agency equally indicates that Nigeria's total COVID-19 infection now stands at 42,689, with 15 cases in the country and the FCT confirming fresh cases from the pandemic. Since the outbreak of the disease in late February, 19,270 persons infected with the virus have been successfully treated and discharged, while 878 deaths have been reported. The National Agency for Food and Drug Administration and Control, NAFDAC, insists that it is yet to approve any herbal medicine for the treatment of COVID-19. Director of Public Affairs of the agency, Abubakar Jimo, in an interview on Thursday, said a drug could only be certified for use after going through clinical trials. NAFDAC DG Mojisola Adeyeye had earlier revealed that the agency was processing 21 herbal medicinal products for safe to use or listing status. The agency is, however, yet to give a final verdict on the clinical trial being conducted. About 102 stranded Nigerians have arrived in Abuja from Morocco. The evacuees arrived at the Nnamdi Azikiwe International Airport on Thursday with Air Morocco from Casablanca. The Nigerians in Diaspora Commission, NIDCOM, confirmed their arrival via their official tweet handle. Prior to their return, the Commission noted that the evacuees tested negative to COVID-19 and will proceed on a mandatory 14-day self-isolation. Botswana's capital city, Gaborone, has returned to a 2-week lockdown from midnight on Thursday to stem the latest local coronavirus surge in the country. Under new regulations for the capital and surrounding areas, only essential workers would be allowed to leave their home for work, while others will only be able to leave the house to buy groceries. All gatherings will be banned and hotels, restaurants, gyms and schools will be closed. Botswana ended a nationwide lockdown on June 15, allowing businesses and schools to reopen under strict conditions as the country was recording most of its cases at border points from truck drivers bringing goods into the landlocked country from South Africa. Brazil's First Lady Michelle Bolsonaro has tested positive for the new coronavirus. The announcement came 5 days after President Jair Bolsonaro recovered from the disease and resumed his normal work routine. A statement from the president's office said Michelle, who is 38, is in good health and will follow all established protocols. Brazil is the second worst hit country in the COVID-19 pandemic, with over 2.6 million confirmed cases, of which more than 1.8 million have recovered. Sadly, 91,377 people have died from the virus in that country. We'll take another break here to bring you business, sport, and international news. Nigeria's external reserve fell by $673.13 million in 2 months. Latest figure from the Central Bank of Nigeria revealed that the country's external reserve stood at $35.89 billion on June 28 from $36.57 billion on June 1st. The Apex Bank also said the gross external reserve fell in the first quarter of 2020 to $33.69 billion at the end of March 2020, indicating a net decrease of 11.6% compared with the level in the fourth quarter of 2019. CBN Governor Godwin Emefiele at the last Monetary Policy Committee meeting reiterated the need for the government to urgently reduce its reliance on oil revenue by gradually diversifying the economy and improving tax collection. The Federal Inland Revenue Service, FIRS, has extended the deadline for filing of returns in a number of tax categories. The one-week extension from July 31, 2020 applies to companies with December accounting year-end to file their year 2020 annual income tax returns. FIRS spokesperson Abdullahi Ahmed, in a statement, said companies that fall within this category will not be penalized for late submission if they file their year 2020 income tax returns within the grace period that's August 1st, 2020 to August 7th, 2020. Similarly, the one-week grace period is extended to regular monthly obligations that become due at the end of July 2020, for example, petroleum profit tax, installmental payments, withholding tax, and value-added tax returns. Top Republicans have rejected President Donald Trump's suggestion that November's presidential election should be delayed over alleged fraud concerns. Senate Minority Leader Mitch McConnell and House Minority Leader Kevin McCarthy on Friday both dismissed the idea. Trump does not have the authority to postpone the election, as any delay would have to be approved by Congress. Earlier, the president suggested that increased postal voting could lead to fraud and inaccurate results. U.S. State wants to make mail-in voting easier during the November 3rd presidential election because of public health concerns over the coronavirus pandemic. Liverpool Chief Executive Peter Moore is set to step down at the end of August after 3 years with the Premier League club. He will be replaced by Billy Horgan, who is currently the club's managing director and chief commercial officer. The 65-year-old previously worked for technology firms Sega, Microsoft, and EA, as well as sportswear giant Reebok. Moore has overseen the club's first Premier League title, Champions League success, and a FIFA Club World Cup win. And that's the latest from the newsroom at this time. Many thanks for watching. Bye for now.